Hey guys, how's it going? We're here for another draft in our Mythic climb um, for draft number 5. Currently, we are halfway through Platinum Tier 1 and excited to keep moving up. So let's jump in. I hope you guys have had a great morning. Again, thank you so much for watching my channel and for kind of viewing these videos. I hope they're helpful. I have a lot of fun, and I love the game. I love learning about different draft formats, how to do constructed, limited. So anyway, just thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, sometimes you just open the Eternal Wanderer. Yeah, there's other cards in this pack, but they don't matter. So maybe we will get like a white card on the way back. There's quite a few white cards, so it's entirely possible. But we are taking the bomb rare. And I think with a card like this good, this game breaking, like usually I don't recommend trying like to force a color based on like a rare that you open, but when it's this broken, I think you sort of have to. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but like this is a card that like if you play it, you win the game, I think. So happy to pick up a Basilica Shepherd here. Other good cards in this pack. Battle Chair, I think, is good. I'm still, I guess, unsure. Annihilating Glare is fine. A couple red cards here are okay. But yeah, Basilica Shepherd is great. Yeah, I think like very rarely have I seen a card that is so completely just you play this and you win the game as this card. Like if you have 6 mana, it's almost impossible to lose if you play this. And that goes for constructed too. Right? It's just so it's got to be even more insane and limited. Okay, we have. So we could look at actually going either in for Toxic. We've got Dune Mover. We could also try to play like blue-white artifacts. There's some nice cards for that. I guess we could even go like white-green, just like stuff. I think here that I think so. Eye of Malkator is the strongest card in the artifact deck. This opens up both Toxic and artifacts, and also fixes our mana, which again we're going to need for cards like Eternal Wanderer. So I think it's Doom Mover here. All right, what does this thing do? Okay, so this is a good. It helps mana fix, and it also helps with the artifact deck if we go that direction. What are we looking at here? So I think probably the strongest card here is probably Head Cleaver. So if we go like white-black Toxic. Raptor is fine. Plague Nurse is fine if you want to go like green-white, which, I mean, like Noxious Assault is also definitely a card. We already have some expensive cards. I'm less interested in that. I think that black-white is pretty good too. I don't really know which is better, honestly. I do like Head Cleaver. I don't know how it stacks up against Nurse, but I think they're both good. Okay, we're taking another Basilica Shepherd here. Other good cards, like you've got Tyrannax, Basilisk, You have Transplant Theorist, which is also good in like the blue-white artifacts deck. But Shepherd actually also does either artifacts or toxic, so we're kind of still figuring out. All right, that's a signal right here. So Cephalopod Sentry is one of the best cards in blue-white artifacts, and we're getting it 5th pick here, or excuse me, 6th pick. Yeah, and all these, we're definitely going blue-white artifacts, I think. And there's a Transplant Theorist. Also, Prowler is great in this deck. Transplant Theorist just really gets stuff going, though. I think that this is a little better than Prowler. It's slower, and so maybe we need the Prowler more, but I think like this can really just solidify the deck. Okay, Charge for the Mites. These also make artifacts. And this makes artifacts, although I think Mandible Justicar has got to be the card for us. Flesh Eater or Flesh Cutter is very good because it makes repeatable artifacts every turn, which is really powerful. But it is slow, and we want some like good early game. This card is normally like kind of bad, but it is an artifact and it does sort of work here. Bring Ending is fine too. I think I want the artifact here. Okay, actually, wow. Prowler and Malcator. I think Malcator is the better card. Prowler is also quite good though. I think we want Augury here. It's a little, like, Vanish is fine. It's slow. I guess if we don't see like more removal, maybe. But I think Augury is fine too. I don't know, that one is a little close. Maybe you guys will disagree with me, and maybe I'm just wrong that the other one is better, but wow. Okay. Yeah, this deck is wide open. 15th pick, card that was definitely making the deck. Okay, so this is that crazy 7-drop we saw last draft, I think. Yeah. So very good cards here. We've got Eye of Malcator, I think is the clear pick. After that, we have like Prowler, Helm, Injector, whatever. But we're playing Eye of Malcator. Yeah, we have a nice start here. Some good early drops. Okay, so this one I believe is Retrofitter. I wasn't sure about this card until I saw what it did with the 1/1 Flying Vigilance 2-drop artifact and how bonkers that was. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, I think, here. Again, Helm is totally fine. I think this is better. Okay, what is this guy? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, oil counters. Can't be blocked. That's all right. I think, honestly, yeah, it's fine. I think that Enforcer is better for our deck, though, honestly. I don't know. Maybe this card is really good, and I just don't. Yeah, whatever. We're taking the Enforcer. Okay, we've got Escaped Experiment, we've got Prism, and then we have Plated Onslaught. I think Onslaught has a decent chance of wheeling, because it's only for one specific deck. So I think, like, Prism is pretty good, like, into Retrofitter, although I don't know if we need it here. Maybe we want just a body. But it does also replace itself and fix mana. We've got some double white. I don't know. Maybe we'll take the experiment and sort of see how it goes. Okay, Veil is super good in this deck. It like just turns everything on. Man, this is a late Raptor. But yeah, Veil is totally bonkers. And I'll happily take another Eye of Malcator. Yeah, I think we want the glider here. Skull Bomb is fine too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it here, but I think we'll just take some more creatures. Bardyke or Strider? I think I think one Strider is fine. I think Bardyke is maybe a little better, just because of the vigilance. I don't know. It also leaves a body. Happy to pick up the Helm. What does this thing do? Okay, whatever. Alright, probably not running Augury. Everything else, though, I like so far. Wow. We could take the land here. I think we maybe have enough. Let's see. We've only got 13 creatures. I guess we'll take the Helm. Although I suppose this isn't technically a creature, so... And we have 3 Eye of Malkators, right? We could have probably taken the land there, come to think of it. But this is fine. I mean, Helm is actually pretty good for this deck. And it also leaves an extra body, which is nice. Yeah, we will happily pick up a Skull Bomb. This guy is fun in the like oil deck, but and there's nothing wrong with like a Bring an Ending, but I just want more synergy. Always more synergy. I guess Lightbringer. I don't really see us playing this. This is just too expensive. We're probably not running Lightbringer either, in all honesty. Okay, we might actually run this experiment. Like, I want the land here, but I do want the 2-drops also. This is a pretty fast format. Okay. God, there's a Koth. Ugh. Like, the best pick for us here is Logbook. I think there's a decent chance it wheels. And I just don't want to lose to Koth. So I think we're just going to cut that. Like, we have enough cards going that if we don't get that Logbook, it's going to be okay. All right. Yeah, let's take the unconditional removal. Like, Ribskiff is fine, but removal is removal. This is about as good as it gets. Wow. So I guess, I mean, like, technically we would take Basilica Skull Bomb here, but like, maybe there's an argument for splashing black. I mean, this card is pretty silly, and it makes more artifacts, and I don't want to lose to it, and we don't really need the Skull Bomb. Like, whatever. We may not run this, but you never know. If we get another like Dune Mover or like a, you know, a Terramorphic Expanse, there's a possibility. Yeah, nothing for us here except the land. Like, this is fine and whatever, but I just don't care. Like, we don't have enough toxic stuff for it to matter. We already have more than enough playables. Oh yeah, Lightbringer is probably... Well, actually Lightbringer plus Helm is okay. I don't know. It's not an artifact, so it probably gets a pass. Yeah, 100% playing another Veil. Wow, it's a Bladehold War Whip. Man, like, how funny would it be to like splash that and Koth, but that's a bit too much, I think. And I think Veil is just really good. Like, in this deck, it's just crazy good, I think. Yeah, so this is the Watcher kind of nonsense. Like this plus Retrofitter on turn 3 is pretty funny. We probably have room for another Enforcer, and it is one of the biggest payoff cards here. I think we have enough early stuff that we can just do an Enforcer. But we have a decent 4-drop slot already. Oh well. Okay, I guess we get to have both anyways. That seems... Oh, okay, never mind. There's a actual Melkator. So I think I was going to take the Melkator's Watcher in that last pick. It was close. Because I think our 4 is big enough. So basically I think we should have taken this one last pick. Probably not running Bardic. None of this stuff matters. Let's take the land. Yeah, I think our card quality is getting like so insane. And the logbook wield. Wow. Sure. We'll run it. I don't think it's worth going into black for Re-Evor. Like our deck is just too crazy. We also have like a number of double white and so on and so forth. 2/5. Never mind. Okay. The real answer is we're not playing any of these cards. So I guess I don't want to see this card. I guess there's a chance we play the Skull Bomb. Yeah, not playing any of these cards. We don't need another Mirror Custodian. Yeah, I think this is probably the best blue-white artifacts deck I've drafted so far. I guess just goes to show that pay attention to signals. All right, so is this a 17 land deck is the question. I don't know that it is. I think this is actually a 16 land deck. And I know that we want to get Eternal Wanderer going, but I think we actually don't have too many expensive cards. So I think we can probably do 16. We have a Dune Mover to help like get land. Maybe it's 17. I don't know. I think 16 is fine. All right. Yeah, like Logbook in this is like 1 mana draw a card. That seems really good. I like all of our 4s and our 5s and our 6. Custodian is maybe not as strong. This is like decent removal also, so I think we have to keep this in. I guess we could maybe cut like a Gold Warden's Helm. Like they're fine, but they're just kind of meh. And then in our 2-drops and 1-drops, like if we're gonna keep one of our Skull Bombs, I kind of think since we already have a lot of flying, not that flying is bad, it's just that I think Skull Bomb, Surgical is maybe a little better for us. And then, so I guess Incisor Glider is fine. Like it's a flyer, it's a 1/3. It won't really have its upside too often for us because we just don't. I mean, we have like I guess a couple in toxic stuff from like Basilica Shepherd, but it's not really going to be at its true high point. And I think that like Escaped Experiment is going to be a lot better for us. All right, so looking to cut 1 card. It's probably Gold Warden's Helm, honestly. I mean, like, this card is fine. It's just a little dirtily. Like, we have enough, like, high toughness creatures that I'm not as worried about it. So I think I cut Helm here, and I think I'm really happy with this deck. Yeah, 50-50 split. Nice 2 and 3 drop curve. Yeah, I think this deck is just amazing. So let's test it out. We've got, I guess, 2 pieces of removal, so kind of removal light, but we have a lot of really high quality creatures. And yeah. I think when we saw that 6-pick Cephalopod Sentry, like, we knew it was on. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any white mana though. This is not a great hand. I think, like, we could draw into it, sure, but we have, what, 8 out of 33, which is like a 1 in 4 chance of drawing. I think we mulligan here. Yeah, I feel a lot better about this. We probably cut the Skull Bomb here. I think it's the weakest card. And we want land. I'm not really sure how to value this card. I think, like, it's the best it's ever going to be in this deck, but I just don't know if that's good enough. Here I think we want to get Veil going. So we'd make this thing a 3/2. He could still trade with it. I don't know that we care though. If we play the Experiment, actually never mind, he will be a smaller than that. Oh, never mind. He is Ward. I guess he can trade, and it's fine. We're trading up there, so I think that's okay. All right, let's get another. Do we want? I think we just want Theorist this turn, right? Because, like, we don't need the land yet. I think we ideally do want a second blue source. So maybe we go Theorist this turn. Okay. Yeah, I guess we don't really need more land. Well, no, we do, because we want, like, Wanderer. I mean, Experiment is good, but I think we want the land a little more. Although we are going to be drawing a bunch of cards, so maybe we don't actually need the Dune Mover. So I think if he attacks, we just take it. Okay, we've got one of our own. Let's get the Sentry down, I think. This thing is just a huge threat, and I love it. Good lord. God, this deck is crazy. It's sort of wild to admit it, but I think that Enforcer is actually not good enough in our hand. Like, it's fine. It'll be a 4/4. It'll be a 5/5 attacking for sure. But, like, triggering more artifacts... well, actually... no, I think maybe... yeah, we'll have enough artifacts, but we'll have 2 Veils going. Good God. I think we... yeah, it's just... it's... sadly... this is just better. Alright, so now we go Veil. Yeah, we don't need this island. We get Eye of Malkator down there, but it's really not even necessary. Good God. Like, I don't even know if Planar Disruption is good enough. Because, like, each of these represents +2/+2. Although we can't cast both of these in one turn, so... This will scry. God, is Planar Disruption just not good enough? That seems crazy. No, it's probably fine. We probably do keep this. So I guess since we can cast both spells next turn, I think we keep this one because it's cheaper. And he's going to try to lock us down with the Sinew Dancer, which I get. He doesn't have any tricks on the... No, he's no hand. Okay, so we just block here and take 4, and that's fine. Yeah, so now I think we got to lock down his Sinew Dancer and then also do this. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe we're going to discard the Eternal Wanderer, but like, we don't have the mana to cast it, and the game is going to be over before it matters. That is hilarious. Not good enough. Get out of here. Oh my God. Oh, what kind of game is this? I don't even know. Yep, discarded Eternal Wanderer, not good enough. Alright, so he's representing some kind of trick. As long as Cephalopod Sentry survives, it doesn't really matter what he has. I don't think there's anything that even kills it. So I guess we like block like this, and like that. And I think we take 5 and call it a day. I guess he can draw into something now. That's not going to do it. All right, style points. Yep. I think this is like the first deck that I can truly say is just like filthy. This deck is filthy. I have been on the receiving end of Veil of whatever it's called, and that card is just ridiculous. And when you have 2 of them, like, oh my God. we're definitely playing Surgical Bay first and playing this after we have one of these guys in play. Oh god, those cards are both amazing, but we need land. Like, we just need land. I hate to say it. And I think, do we attack with this? Like, he wants us to trade, obviously. I don't know that we do, because we want this thing to be a 4/4. I mean, it's gonna be a 4/4, but... yeah, I don't know that we trade here. Like, I don't think that we're getting much for this trade. All right, let's start with the, I think, Enforcer. Although if we play Enforcer, then we don't... actually, no, never mind. We want this to activate. We're going to play Transplant Theorist. And now we are totally going to be getting in. Oh god, there's a Veil. All right. I am not discarding Wanderer again. I think Skullbomb is probably the weakest card. It's a good card. Like, don't get me wrong. Skullbomb is great. I think just the other cards are just better. Either that or maybe... god, is it Enforcer again that just isn't good enough? Like, I really hate to say this, but, like, Wanderer is, like, just... it's slow. And I think we're just gonna, like, the game is gonna be over before it comes into play. Oh, God. Because, like, I just want to bounce whatever he plays, like, next turn. Like, it's just, it feels better. I don't know. I think with this Eye of Melkator, I'm honestly going to lose the Enforcer. It's just too slow. I guess if we draw land, then we can do, like, that and that. God, this, whatever. This deck is absurd. All right, so he's got Titanic Growth or some nonsense. Do we care? I mean, not really. Like, he hits us for, what, another 9 damage, and we're racing him, I think. Like, we could also make him use it, and then he doesn't get to play anything, but we've got Skullbomb. I think we just don't care. Alright, let's get Veil going. Although, I guess Skullbomb plus Bounce is pretty funny. But Veil is, like, honestly almost even better. Or we could just do both. God, this deck is just absurd. Then we could turn it into a 4/4. Oh my god, this is gross. Wanderer's not good enough. Sorry. Like, I can't believe I did that again, but it's just... this is just gross. So now I think we Skullbomb and then also bounce his guy. Or no, we can't do that also. I guess we retrofit our... What do we play this turn? We played the Veil? Is that right? Okay, I guess we Skull Bomb. Let's pump this one. Yeah, he's just dead. It's just... He can just pack it in. Oh my god! We discarded Eternal Wanderer in 2 games. Like, because it just wasn't good enough. What the heck is going on here? This is nonsense. After I gave that big fancy spiel about it, like being like a card that wins you the game single-handedly, like, nope, not good enough. God, I hadn't even thought about like Veil into this card. Like, oh god, this is gross. Yeah, we want to start with Veil. I think. Or I guess maybe this would have been better and turn that into a 4/4. I don't even know. That actually probably would have been better. I guess he can kill our Veil, which is annoying. I guess in this case, do we go Eye of Malcator here first? No, we can attack with a 4/4. Let's do that. So he's 100% blowing up our Veil. We can give him like the awkward choice of choosing. Yeah, I mean, I guess it stops being a 4/4, which is, maybe that was wrong. That was probably wrong. Okay. I think let's do Eye of Malcator here, right? Or no, let's do Enforcer. Yeah, we probably shouldn't have blocked there. Make him use the mana. I'm not blocking this, I don't think. So I think we just want to get some stuff going. I guess because he uses like a trick, and then we're a little bit more behind. I think we just take it here. Wow, another Cankerbloom. Okay, this time we are playing Wanderer, because we don't have one of those silly 2/4s in our hand. That looks good. Alright, so what does this guy actually do? He just makes double strike things, or exile stuff. Oh god, he can get rid of all of our creatures? That's silly. I guess we can make him use his trick here. So he's representing like Titanic Growth. I guess if he has +2/+2, it makes sense to block with both. But if he has Titanic Growth, then it's terrible. So I think, again, maybe we just don't block here. I'm not actually sure what to do. Maybe we... Yeah, what's correct? I don't know. I think we just don't block. We can just start making double strike things because it's funny. Are they artifacts? That'd be so silly. No, they're not artifacts. I guess let's get in with our guys first. Or we could remove his Cankerbloom. Yeah, removing his Cankerbloom is actually kind of funny. But double strike guys are funny too. I think we just attack first. Although actually attacking with Experiment. Yeah, I guess if he has a trick, he uses it now. Sure, that's fine. What you got? Titanic Growth is not going to do it. Sure. Yeah, I guess we'll do both of these then. Yeah, he's super dead. Okay. Alright, we didn't play that game perfectly, but it didn't matter. That's how good this deck is. And like, obviously, try to play your best, but if your deck is crazy, if you can build a crazy deck, then you can get away with a lot. Apparently, Eternal Wonder is only good enough to keep 1 out of 3 games. Whew. Yeah, Veil is just totally bonkers. Like, there probably is some upper limit where you don't want to play, like, more than 2, but I don't know, maybe it's just nuts if you have, like, 3 or more than that. You have to have, like, some number of creatures, I suppose, but Veil is so good. And then Dune Mover to the rescue for blue mana. I was gonna say we would be happy to block, but oh well. Yeah, I think another Eye of Melcator is actually really nuts. Do we want to try to go to 5? We probably do. I don't know that we need it right now. Like, there's obviously, like, Wander is something we could draw into, or the Basilica Shepherds. I think we'll natural draw some mana, like, over the course of a couple turns, so maybe we don't need it right away. Let's try to keep some more action coming here. now we just go Cephalopod, I think, right? I guess he could counter it. That would suck. But... or kill it in some other way. Yeah, he's got removal for it, I guess. Sure. It's not great, but it's... I think this is actually what we want to do, because we do want to trade with this thing. It's not like as mana efficient as playing the Enforcer, but we're at 4 poison, and this kind of neatly deals with that. And like one of the ways we lose is just getting poisoned out. Alright, now I think we go Enforcer. I guess we attack first. Okay, that was pretty nasty. That was a good play. I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting to a point where we do want to just neutralize that. I guess if he plays like another flyer, could be in serious business. I guess the safe play is to like lock it down right now. I think we might be able to... Actually, you know what? I think we charge of the mites to get 2 artifacts and then swing in for 4. I think that's actually the right play. We take a little bit more heat, but otherwise we Malcater here and attack for 2 and then more next turn. Just trying to think, like, how do we lose this game? You know, I think if he plays another flyer next turn, we could potentially lose. So I think we just do the slow game. Like, this isn't as flashy, but it is going to do the job, I think. Okay, let's get our Shepherd going. Power up our Enforcer. Okay, yeah, this game is real close to being over. I guess we'll just leave this for any kind of nonsense. This is probably a mulligan. We've got 2 late cards and no blue mana. Much better. Okay, I think we throw the shepherd back. Just a little bit outside of our price range. Here's another thing where I don't think we play this first, because we've got like Eye of Malkator and all this other nonsense. I think we do play Veil though. Right, we are going to need some land here pretty quickly. Okay, we might need the Wanderer this game. Yeah, we're definitely on the back foot, so we will need more land, obviously, but I think it might come to that. Let's see. Next turn, he hits us down to 15. We try to stabilize a Sentry, and then we need to draw 2 more land. Yeah, I think it's doable. If he's got any kind of removal, we might just be dead. That's how fast this format is. Like, you stumble for 1 turn and you lose. If we can just like hold, nope, never mind. We might be dead. Yeah, if he has any more prowlers, we could just be screwed. Alright, Logbook is definitely too slow, but it does activate Eye of Malkator. Alright, so if he takes 9, we could have him in striking range of killing him. We might need an Enforcer. Okay, so what happens next turn? So if he just takes it, next turn he swings in with everybody. If he has no tricks, he can only push like 3 damage. So we have to assume he has nothing, or we just lose the game anyways. So we go down to like 3, and then next turn we have to play another artifact. So I think actually think Enforcer doesn't work because we need to trigger this to have any chance of being able to survive and also win. I think he just takes it. And then if he's got anything, we're dead. And we have like a chance of like natural drawing a land for, okay, that's it. Yeah, because then we do exactly 6, yeah, and we're out of it. Oh, I think, yeah, we stumbled one turn and that was enough. Hand looks good. I think we just take it here. We could lose to poison, I suppose, but I think we want our artifacts for our Enforcer. Let's go Malcator. I think we just drop Enforcer here. I guess we could also like try to get it with our 3/3 and then a few blocks, but it's just not a good block. And now we have like a good charge of the mites. So I think we go Experiment to buff up our Justicar, and then we could do Charge of the Mites with like 5 guys to do some fun stuff. I think we try to get him on the blocks with this as a trick. Otherwise, we could just go Logbook here and then like trade this for his 3/4, and that's probably okay. And then we will have a 4/3 as well, which is nice. Maybe that's the play. Or actually, so if he blocks like here and here, we can use this to make more creatures to pump this guy up also. So I kind of like that as well. I think we attack with these two and see what he does. Growl's Hive. Okay. All right, let's play Logbook. And let's draw a card. Okay, so if we get in with everybody, we can use the experiment to make this thing a 0-4. I guess I'd rather make this a 0-1. Because then you can't just like easily trade it off. Although, and he can get in for some poison. He's at 14. Okay, so yeah, I think so. We get on with everyone. What are his blocks? Like we make this thing into a 0-1, and then he can kill our Justicar, but we push some damage. I think that's the play. He can come back for some lifelink, which is annoying, and some poison. I think it's worth it. Otherwise, like we don't attack with everything, and we just attack like with our 4-4 in this, or like our 4-4 and our 3-3 maybe. Whatever. Sometimes if you wait long enough, they just concede. I think yeah, it was probably right to attack with everything there. We had to like think it through, but they didn't have time for that bullshit, so they just conceded. All right, hand looks great. Oh my god. Whew, this deck. So hopefully we get to connect with Justicar. Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Yeah, Veil's going to be super good times for Justicar. I'm actually surprised he didn't trade there. It's only going to get worse next turn. What's the play here? I think it's Transplant Theorist. We could also go Enforcer. So we are definitely racing, and that'll deal with this nonsense. That'll also make this a 3-2, which is enough. Yeah, I think it is Enforcer. Oh, wait a second. Whoops. I thought that would, never mind. Okay. We're still, I mean, we're happy to trade this here, that's fine. Okay, blue sounds pretty nasty. Alright, Retrofitter is pretty cool. We can attack with... Oh, but this won't... We need another 4/4. I think it's Transplant Theorist. Yeah, we definitely need the land. We need the flyer. I think Eye of Malkator is actually too slow right now. So we can only keep one of these things alive. We could just go Shepherd here to slow down the air beats, and that'll still trigger a bunch of nonsense. I think it's Shepherd. It's got to be Shepherd here. All right, so then we want to make... We can make this thing a 3/5, I guess. I think we go 3/5 here and get in. And then I think we make this thing a 5/5. Actually, let's make this a 4/6, I think. Because this is ultimately a little bit more important to us. Although, I guess you can just... Let's make this a 5/5. I'm not really sure. Okay, don't need island. Or plans. Hopefully he's out of gas. Thank the Lord. Let's do Veil. And retro. I think it's still Retrofitter here. Then we get to attack with a 4/4. Although I think actually maybe it's Malkator. I guess with the 4/4 we can attack right away, which I like. Yeah, I think maybe it's Retrofitter. And this is, I think, the Veil that is open. Or actually, let's just turn one of these guys into a 4/4. What am I talking about? then they can actually do something. Yeah, I don't think we care about his 3/1. I want that flyer to die. All right. Yeah, Malkator, this has got to be game, I think. I think this is just super overtime. Let's do 1 here, and I guess we can make this bigger also. And he's going to tap out. Yeah, the power of Basilica Shepherd cannot be overstated. That card is just crazy good. I think every white deck I want like 2. All right, final boss. 6-1. I think this is probably the strongest deck that I've drafted so far this set. The synergy is just really, really good. And I think my last blue-white deck, like where it failed is it didn't have enough early game. So like having those like 2/1s that like, you know, and like the Justicars and all that really do matter. Oh, man, another hand without blue mana. Like if we draw blue mana, we're in great shape, but I think we got a mulligan here. Just to be conservative. Yeah, this is a much better hand. I think we, God, what do we cut here? I think we probably, man, Retrofitter is actually just bonkers. I think we actually cut Eye of Malkator here, as funny as that sounds, because we need our mana, and turning this thing into a 4/4 lifelink is just hilarious. So, as much as I love Eye of Malkator, I think we're just doing it this way. No, don't kill it, you bastard. Ah, out of blue-green, no less. I don't know what kind of tricks he has going on here, but maybe a counterspell? Probably a counterspell. Actually, yeah, I'm so unsure what he's doing here that I'm tempted to just do Veil, just to play around counter nonsense. Like, what other... No, you know, he has Prowler, that's what he has. I was trying to think about, like, what card does he have? Maybe he has a counterspell, but I think it's probably Prowler. Yeah, it's Prowler. Veil is also really good against Prowler nonsense. I mean, like, just being able to stay vigilant is super good. Okay, that is a big, scary 4-3. So I think it's Veil plus Planar Disruption. Wow, he discarded a Lattice Blade Mantis? Good lord. The other thing we could do is we could just go Retrofitter and attack for 4. And I think that that's actually... Although, if we do that, we can't turn this into a 4-4. So let's do this first. Yeah, I think we don't want slow mana necessarily, although it'll give us extra draws. Like if we draw a 2-drop, I want to be able to play it is the problem. I think we have enough card draw that this is kind of not useful. Ooh, Unctus. Alright, so he can... Wow. That's pretty nuts. Alright, so he can make other stuff blue. So he can turn that into a 2-3, which is worth noting. I was gonna do Retrofitter. Maybe it's still Retrofitter. But like End Sentry is really good here. Let's try Sentry instead. Like I guess the theory is if he has a counterspell, we could play a land and then Retrofitter and then swing in just for 4 though. That's not as interesting. I think we just hope he doesn't have a counterspell here. I don't think we want to play the land yet. Yeah, Unctus is a serious problem. This is like a total bomb rare. Oh god, he can do that with tapping it? That's... Whenever it becomes tapped, is that how it works? Wow, that is crazy good. Blue Sun is pretty nuts. Oh my god, he is it. Okay, that was... Wow. We are getting destroyed. Yeah, making a copy of a flying 6/6. Oh my god, yeah, we're dead. Okay. I don't think there's any coming back from this. Nope. Alright, final boss. We are 6-2. Can we win out without running into Unctus shenanigans? Really, it was the Blue Sun that made us lose that game, but Unctus definitely didn't help. Thirsting Roots. That's not a card you see very often. I don't think it's very good. This is going to sound crazy, but I kind of want to just disrupt that thing. I guess we could just trade with it. It's just going to be trouble. I guess let's do Veil and do Vigilance and block it next turn. Okay, going to need some mana stat. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. We might just get hated out of this game. Do we make this thing a 4/4 is the question. Or do we play Eye of Malkator? If we play Eye of Malkator, we can try to raise. I think that's probably our best bet, actually. Although, if we play this, we have, and he doesn't have tricks, we can maybe block this and try to, that actually might be our best play, because racing that thing is going to be really, really hard. So if he has no tricks, this could work. Does it have Vigilance? No. We're definitely trying to trade here. Okay, he's representing that he has tricks. Alright, so we take 6, we go to 12. If he plays nothing, which is highly unlikely, we swing back for 6, he goes to 11. Okay, I think he needs to not have anything here is the real answer. Which is very unlikely. I can't believe that worked. Oh my god. If he had anything, we were just dead. Alright, let's get Theorist moving. Still not out of the woods. Yeah, island doesn't actually help us. We need another plains for that to matter. So with this thing, he can just replay it. He can replay this every turn. Good God. Or, you know, just bigger stuff. Oh, thank God. All right, so we play this. We bounce his 6/6. That's 100% the move. Yeah, we don't have time for another transplant theorist, I don't think. Or maybe we don't have time for both these Eyes of Malcator. God, I don't even know. Yeah, I think we... I think we lose an Eye of Malcator here. So now I guess he can just battle chair up his Ichor Spit. Or replay a 5/5. That works too. So I think we want Shepherd. Like it doesn't... God, he can make this thing into a 9/9? Good Lord. Otherwise we go like Eye of Malcator plus Veil. And Veil is actually better, yeah, because this will cause Veil to do some fun stuff. So I think it is Eye of Malcator plus Veil. All right, we don't want any more land. We do want another Basilica Shepherd. We want to do that 2 turns in a row, I think. So then we don't have time for this Enforcer, I think. Okay, that's good news. So now we lose the Transplant Theorist. And I guess if we draw a land, then we're in a good place. No attacks. Yeah, maybe this thing is better than I thought. It's slow, but you can just indefinitely replay big scary creatures, which is seems really good. What the hell is this thing? 5/4 indestructible. So if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or opponent, it deals double damage? Good God. Oh, non-combat. Thank God. Okay. Yeah, I think the real answer is we play Eternal Wanderer and then just nuke the board. I think we leave him with his 1/2, and that seems good. Problem is, like, then he just, like, replays one of these silly cards next turn. Yeah, because we can't really safely push right now. So I think we do that. The problem, though, is that, like, then he just kills it with his stupid battle chair. Although we could then kill him the turn after that, maybe? Because he just goes battle chair, kill Eternal Wanderer. We make double strikers, that's not good enough. Yeah, we got to go the whole way on this. Alright, we want to leave our Theorist here, I'm pretty sure. Now we don't want to attack, because then we want to block this. He can't attack with more than one guy, right? Yeah, so he just puts this thing on. So we don't attack. Otherwise, if we do attack, we get him to 9. And then he equips this, kills our Eternal Wanderer. We play this. Double activate. That's 4, 8. I think we actually let him kill our Wanderer. I can't believe I'm saying that. Yeah. God, this is insane. Although now he doesn't have to equip. Maybe that was wrong. Yeah, that was wrong. Oh, God. I overthought it.
Time is up.
Yeah. Mistake. I was thinking that he'd still have to equip the battle chair to kill it, and yeah. Okay, we threw that game away. Oh, man. Alright, so it's still Shepherd. Alright, now we make... I think this guy a 4/6, yeah. Yeah, problem is he just blocks this, takes 4, goes to 5. Does that work? Do we... Because if we let him kill the Eye of Malkator, we drop him to 5. And then he can, like, equip this. We'll have a couple creatures. He'll be at 5. We play this next turn, we activate all the nonsense. This is a 5/5. Force blocks here. If he has another creature, then this thing can block that. These two push in for 2. Yeah, it's not worth attacking yet, I don't think. So I think now we... Well, this is a 5/5. So I guess, yeah, we go Shepherd and then double, and then... Oh, but then he just replays his stupid Sky Warden. Oh, God. we play Sentry instead, because it's big enough to live through his ridiculous Sky Warden. This makes more guys, but this actually will, I think, seal the deal. Because if we attack with this next turn and 2 flyers, this will be like a 0-5, and I think he loses the game. Yeah, I think we actually discard Malkator here. That's crazy. Yeah, and now I think we make this thing a 5-5. That actually seems good. Because we don't want him to trade, because he just replays it. Ooh, Charge of the Mites is really good, though. It's honestly better than Shepherd, I think. I mean, it doesn't give us all the triggers, but then we can kill it and swing in for lethal next turn. Alright, so if he wants, he can trade with this thing right now. So in a way this is good, because he's going to spend his whole turn replaying that stupid thing. And then we just have lethal in the air next turn. Assuming he doesn't have more nonsense. Okay, so now the game is over. But man, we almost threw the game there. Whew, don't do what we did. Good lord. Yeah, we have exactly 9. I guess we can get a little more just to be super safe. But he is dead right now. Woo! All right. That was a really ugly win, but we got there. Oh, final boss defeated. Yeah, don't do what I did with the Eternal Wanderer. Oh, man. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Had a great run. Let's jump in real quick just to look at the matches. Let's see. Limited. Okay, so here's our recent draft. 78% win rate. And yeah. So I guess we lost against Simic. Even money against Blue-White. And ran train on Gruul. Alright. Thanks guys for watching, and we will see you next time.